What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Limitless Podcast, episode 3, although there have been some bonus episodes in the meantime. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the worst advice that I see constantly for content creators, social media personalities, bloggers, anybody that creates any kind of content, whether it's video, audio, social media, or blog posts, or anything, really. And that's probably going to surprise you to hear this, but it's right, and it's something that you need to think about before you put anything out on the internet. And that piece of advice that everyone is giving that is completely wrong, well, I shouldn't say completely wrong, but is wrong and misleading, is to be authentic. Now, am I saying that you should not be authentic? No, absolutely not. What I'm saying is that when people tell you that, first of all, being authentic just means being who you are without thinking about it. If you're trying to be authentic, you're automatically not being authentic because you're trying to force something that isn't you. So just being, a lot of people use that as an excuse to be incredibly blunt or direct or rude or anything like that. But when you do that, you're not being authentic. You're still playing a character. You're still doing something to get attention, and you're not being authentic or being yourself, and it's going to come off in your content. If you want to be authentic, all you have to do is be yourself and talk about what you want to talk about the way that you talk, and then you are truly being authentic. If you're trying to be authentic, you have disqualified yourself from what it means to be authentic. So should you be authentic in your content? It depends. For example, right now, I'm just talking about something that is important to me in the way that I talk, in a format that I'm comfortable with. That's being authentic. I've done stuff before that's absolutely not authentic. The clickbait title to this podcast is, which I haven't completely decided on as I'm speaking because, I don't, to be authentic with you, I have no idea what I'm going to say before it comes out of my mouth most of the time. And while I have an idea of what the title is going to be, and I think it's going to be super clickbaity, I don't know for sure. But if it is, I'm going to not be authentic with the title because I want to get attention. And that brings me to my next point. If your goal with content creation, whether it's a blog, whether it's social media, YouTube, whatever, is to grow your account and become a content, quote unquote, content creator or influencer or anything like that, there's a pretty good chance that being authentic isn't going to work because these platforms are designed poorly. They're designed to reward lowest common denominator nonsense, clickbait, shock value, hooks, and so on. And if you want to grow, you're going to have to play that game, at least for now, until I change this industry and make social media and content creation work the way it's going to work, or the way it should work. But we're getting ahead of ourselves right now for right now. But for now, you're going to have to play the game. You're going to have to use, oh my God, this shocking thing you won't believe happened. Or you're going to have to get on TikTok and be a hot girl and dance, or on Instagram and show your ass, or whatever it takes to get attention. Because just being yourself on social media probably isn't going to get it done in most cases. So being authentic is actually bad advice in most cases if you want to actually make a living as a content creator, grow your channel, grow your account, grow your page, whatever it is. Most of us are boring by nature. And even if it's something really, really valuable that we have to say, people are going to appeal to the lower side of their personality and give in to clickbait with shocking, you won't believe what happened next type of crap, way more than they will with higher value things. And part of that is on us, and we need to fix ourselves to not respond to stuff like that. But part of that is on the way these platforms are designed, and they are designed to get as much attention and keep people on them as long as possible. And that means appealing to the broadest pool of people as possible. And that means appealing to people that fall for low quality or clickbait or whatever type stuff. It sucks. It's not the way it should be, but it is the way it is. So if you want to have that kind of success on a platform like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, Twitter, you're going to have to play the game a little bit. There's still ways to be yourself a little bit, but you're going to have to wrap it in the kind of clickbait stuff that gets attention. Otherwise, they're never going to send you any views. They're never going to send you any traffic. They're never going to send you any reason to keep posting because people don't respond to that stuff and they don't push that stuff to people. This needs to change, honestly. There needs to be a platform, and there is going to be eventually a platform that rewards actual quality content. Facebook is the closest one to it right now, but you can definitely, especially if you follow like people that talk about politics or anything like that a lot, there's still a lot of clickbait crap that works there, and it still needs a lot of work as well. But this absolutely needs to change. It's damaging our society, and it's rewarding people for making stuff that has almost no value and doesn't make us better as a species and doesn't make business better. So that needs to change. But for now, being authentic and being yourself probably isn't good enough to be a successful content creator, social media personality, or what have you. You're going to have to sing for your supper a little bit. So if somebody tells you to be authentic in your social media, first of all, remember that you can't try to be authentic. To be authentic, you just have to be yourself and not think about it. But also accept that if you are authentic and purposely not playing the game, that you're probably not going to get the same rewards that somebody like a Mr. Beast or whoever does, or a Jake Paul or whoever it is this week. You're not going to get the kind of attention that they do because they're willing to play the game and do the crap that these platforms reward, at least for the time being. So it's great to be authentic. It's something we should all strive to do and try not to step outside of. But for now, it's probably bad advice if you're looking to grow a business if you're looking to grow in social media or something like that. And it's really easy. It's a really easy trap to use as a crutch to be an asshole too. So be yourself. If you don't want to grow a brand or a YouTube channel or a TikTok or an Instagram, then just be yourself and post stuff that's interesting to you and that you think will be interesting to other people. And that's fine, but accept that it may not grow. But if you want to grow, then you're going to have to dance a little bit and use some clickbait, use some thumbnails that draw attention and all that other stuff that goes. It's way beyond the scope of being a content creator. What being a content creator should be. So that's today's podcast. If you like this, please, wherever you're watching it, rate it or subscribe and leave me a comment if you have any feedback or any thoughts. But that's what I've got for you this week. Like I said, the schedule for these is to keep these coming out every Sunday. So be on the lookout for that, and I will see you again next week. Peace.